Hello, and welcome back to the Conscious Code series on the EmbodyME Podcast. I'm your host, Crystal Renae, the Soul Brand Alchemist, and I help conscious digital entrepreneurs infuse their human design and gene keys into their purpose-aligned brand, digital offer, and marketing message so they can attract their soul-aligned clients with passion, courage, confidence, authenticity, and embody the impact that they came to make here on this planet. So today we are talking about Human Design Gate 33, and I refer to this gate as the Introspective Presence. This gate is also known as the Gate of Privacy, the Gate of Retelling, or the Gate of Retreat in Human Design. This is located in the throat center, moving towards the identity or G center, in the channel of the prodigal, which is a design of the witness, connected to Gate 13. In the gene keys, it's called the Final Revelation. And the I Ching, it's called Retreat, Sun Sets Behind the Mountain. And this is in the tropical sign of Leo. And this is in the Vedic sign of Cancer. The first day is in the Pushya Nakshatra, and then it moves into the Ashlesha Nakshatra. So the overall energy of this gate embodies the energy of contemplation, reflection, and the sharing of wisdom that's derived from past experiences. So this gate emphasizes the importance of retreating and taking the time to privately ponder the lessons learned, whether positive or painful. It marks the end of a cycle, allowing for a pause to consider what should be carried forward. So let's talk about the shadow aspect of this gate, which is forgetting. And this encapsulates the tendency to get caught in patterns of isolation or secrecy, hiding from the world or past experiences, and failing to transform these experiences into empowering narratives or lessons for others. So in your repressive nature, or if you're more of an introverted person, this can show up as being reserved. And this is the natural tendency to hide from people by living in isolation or in work. And you find it hard to be in relationships in the repressive nature. Now, in the reactive nature, or if you're more of an extroverted person, this can show up as censorious. This expresses itself as an invasion behavior pattern that unconsciously tries to provoke reactions in others in order to not feel alone. So you're seeking sensory, whether it's positive or negative, just so that you do not feel alone. So in your shadow, you may withdraw or isolate yourself, especially when the wisdom from difficult experiences or events hasn't revealed itself to you yet. And this retreating that you do may be driven by fear or anger. And you may have a tendency to force your interpretation of past experiences onto others or bring up the past aggressively, especially when you're still in the process of understanding its significance. So you have gone through something that has affected you negatively, and it's still lingering around. You haven't found the blessing, the hidden blessing or the undercover life lesson that is there. And you may struggle with the discomfort that comes from waiting for the wisdom of your past experiences to reveal itself. And this could lead to impatience and rushed decision making. You may find yourself stuck in painful narratives, unable to transform them into empowering stories that reflect your true value and worth. And you might struggle to find the right timing to share your experiences and wisdom, resulting in missed opportunities to impact others positively. So with a propensity to retreat and contemplate, you may find it hard to know when to take a break, leading to possible chronic fatigue or near collapse. You might be overly secretive, withholding valuable information or insights that could benefit others. And you do this because you get caught up in a cycle of creating and dwelling on memories, forgetting your true nature and identity. So the fear stops you. And because of this tendency to self-isolate, you find it hard to build and maintain relationships due to the tendency to hide or live in seclusion in your shadow. That brings us to the gift of mindfulness, which is the death of the ego. And it represents a heightened level of self-awareness that allows for the transformation of past experiences into wisdom and sharing of this wisdom when the time is right to guide and inspire others. So in your gift, you have a strong capacity for contemplation, allowing you to distill valuable insights and lessons from past experiences. You have the ability to articulate your reflections and share your wisdom, contributing to the collective consciousness and evolution of your community. And you can turn difficult or painful experiences into empowering narratives that provide direction and encouragement to others. You recognize the need for retreat and solitude to strengthen and recharge, offering you space for reflection and gaining wisdom. And you value privacy and understand its importance in the process of reflection and wisdom creation. You possess an exceptional memory, allowing you to remember, process, and gain insights from numerous experiences. And because of this, you are a skilled storyteller capable of translating life's experiences into authentic, impactful narratives. So, in the state of mindfulness, the gift of mindfulness, you have the ability to observe your thoughts, feelings, passions, and desires objectively, which allows you to learn from them and avoid creating negative karma. It's almost like seeing your stories and your experiences from a bird's eye view, from a universal perspective, from your higher self, and understanding the duality that exists there, and then finding the power, the growth, finding the expansion that you experience through the painful experiences that you've gone through. Becoming empowered and knowing that those experiences are what got you to the point that you're at today, and that you could possibly share those experiences to empower others and to help others get through those experiences as well. And that leads us to the Siddhi of Revelation. This is divine closure, which embodies the enlightenment and revealing of higher truths obtained from profound understanding of the self, leading to sharing these revelations for the collective evolution of consciousness. So it's like there's that inner understanding, like, oh, I went through that so that I could get to this point, and now I'm here, right? And in your highest state of frequency, you have a potential connection to higher consciousness and can access hidden truths and secrets, bringing them to light. And your narratives are rooted in authenticity, providing genuine insights and teachings from your personal experiences. So, with understanding, you can identify the right moment to share your wisdom, ensuring your narratives have the greatest impact. And you have the ability to transform codependent relationships through love and surrender, turning them into a higher frequency relationship. So you go from the shadow of forgetting and complete isolation, not remembering all the details of what you've gone through, almost avoiding the memory of what has happened to you purposefully because it is so painful, to the Siddhi of Revelation, which helps you understand the truth of the situations, the higher perspective of those painful experiences. And you do this through the gift of mindfulness by becoming aware, becoming the observer, being mindful of your experiences and what you're going through, taking the time out to observe yourself and understand yourself on a deeper level. So it's almost like this specific gene key or gate takes you through the entire awakening of consciousness process, from forgetting who we are, right? When we were all born here on this planet, we forgot the individual power, co-creative power that we have, right? And then we become mindful and have these inner revelations that bring us into these higher states of consciousness that we are seeking. And how you can use this gate in your brand is by being a storyteller that empowers others by sharing your painful experiences in an empowered way that inspires others to seek their own growth and expansion through their own pain, to allow them to see their life from a more empowered perspective altogether. And here are some contemplative questions you can ask yourself if you have this gate active in your chart. What hidden truths have I uncovered through my introspection, and how can I share them? How can I ensure that I'm making space for solitude and reflection in my daily routine? Very important for this gate to create that space for yourself to reflect. And what lessons from my past am I holding on to that I can share with others from an empowered perspective? And here are some tips that you can use to further embody the shadow of forgetting and embrace the gift of mindfulness and revelation. Embrace your need for solitude and private time. It's important to understand that your need for withdrawal is not a weakness, but a crucial aspect of your process. And this is your time to reflect and translate your experiences into wisdom. Make use of mindfulness practices. Meditation, yoga, journaling, or any practice that brings you into the present moment can help you become more aware of your unconscious patterns. They can also provide a space for you to unravel your experiences and thoughts. And understand the value of your experiences. Don't shy away from the past. Don't forget, but instead see it as a rich resource of wisdom and insights. Your experiences can be powerful lessons that can impact others positively when shared. So instead of repressing our past, tune into it and pull these powerful lessons through your contemplation and mindfulness. And that, my love, is the gate 33, the introspective presence. What a beautiful gate of awakening consciousness and empowerment, inner strength. I'll see you again in the next Human Design Gate. Mwah.